Okay guys, so here's what I'm doing thus far. I am planting, these are Veronica, they're called Blue Skywalker. There's another Star Wars one called Purple Lightsaber that has more like pinkish in it. So I have 5 of those. So I took these kind of around here. I'm going to be planting roses in between them. And then I left this section blank because number one, I want to put that one rose maybe somewhere in here. But I just remembered I need to have a space for like cut flowers. So I may use some here, or actually, you know what, guys? Maybe what I'll do is maybe I'll actually shift these down and put the cut flowers kind of like between the magnolia tree. That might be the better solution. So yeah, so I'm gonna put that quick fire hydrangea kind of between the roses to kind of fill it out. My plan is to actually prune that to keep it at a smaller size. And so I don't know, you know what, maybe, but you know what, the thing is I have space for cut flowers there anyway, so maybe I'll just leave this where it is, and just when I put the rose, like put it, you know, back here in this area, and then just have this section for cut flowers. So that might equally work. So Jen and I are going to get together to bring my ruby slippers, because that's going to go in there. And so let me do this. And then once I plant all this stuff, I'm going to start putting the paper down so that way I can start mulching, because I'm going to get this section mulched today. Oh, actually, you know, I just remembered. I got to go do the box. I got to put the boxwoods in first. So, yeah. And then I'll come back. All right, guys, so got the speed well in. I'm putting the paper and stuff down. So I'm gonna take a break because it's hot and humid out here. But I'm gonna start getting some mulch so I can put down, because I need that to be weighed down. I do have another roll of the contractor paper, so I'll go get that. And yeah, meanwhile, now it's just time to kind of start buttoning this up. I'm putting cardboard around the roses, and that sort of thing. And once I give it a nice thick layer of wood chips. Oh, I forgot. I got to plant those boxwood. But yeah, it's coming along. But I still may go get the wood so I can just like weigh that section down so it won't fly off. But aside from that, everything is going according to plan. I do need to trim back that hydrangea though. There's a lot of dead on it, but that's fine. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Guys, good morning. It's time for the typical coffee chat. So I am absolutely exhausted. Shoveling all that. Oh, hang on. That clanking, that's the dog. That's what he does when his water bowl's empty. He wants me to come fill it. Hang on. There you go. So I'm going to take you out and show you what I got accomplished. I did successfully get that one section planted, mulched, and everything. So it's looking really good. And I set out the plants for the next section that I'm going to plant up. But what I was saying is I'm exhausted. You know, when you're shoveling, I don't even remember how many cartloads of mulch I put down. It was a lot. Because I want to say I did 2 Saturday, and then I think it was 2 Saturday, and I did like, was it 3 yesterday? I think 3 yesterday, so it's a lot. So I think that cart holds like 12 cubic feet. And so if you multiply that, so basically I put like down 5, so that's 60 cubic feet. Yeah, 60 cubic feet, I think. So I'm trying to think, 1 cubic yard is, I don't remember how many cubic, is that a cubic yard? I guess it's a cubic yard. Because a cubic yard is, I think, 27 cubic feet, I think. So, actually, I guess that's more. It's like 2 cubic yards. So anyway, no wonder I'm so exhausted. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, so I'm just kind of, you know, moving along. And today's coffee drink is mocha, but I found these syrups by Monin. And so you guys probably remember back in September, I went to Horlos Farm for the Wildflower Festival, and there was a coffee place there. And so they had a lavender rose latte. It's so funny because it keeps saying it's rose lavender, and it's so funny because other influencers have been saying that who attended said that same thing too, and it's lavender rose. I don't know why we keep doing that, but anyway, it's lavender rose, and it was really good. And I was really surprised because, you know, when it comes to coffee, I see you guys can tell like I perked up when just at the mere mention of coffee. But when it comes to coffee, one thing I've often disliked is when I have a coffee drink that's flavored with syrups. It's usually they're using that one brand called Torrenti or something like that. There's always an aftertaste to it that I cannot stand it. And unfortunately, almost every coffee shop I know uses it. And I don't know what it is. It's just that when I go into a coffee shop and I see like that entire brand, I'm very leery about, I try to get something, like I'll ask, like, that's why I typically stay in the mochas, because usually when a lot of places do mochas, they're actually using actual chocolate syrup rather than like a clear, like more simple thing like this. I'm not really sure what's going on with there, but anyway, when I had that particular lavender, the lavender rose, when I looked over, he had the syrup, is it Monin or Monin? It was the rose one. Now, I forgot to check to see what he used for lavender, but I remember that Home Goods had it. So I found a bunch of them, including a lavender one. So yesterday I had a lavender flat white, which was absolutely delicious. So I'm going to be experimenting with these because these did not leave any taste in the drink I had. The other place that has one that doesn't leave a taste is Amsterdam Coffee. Like they use like a lot of oils, like for example lemon oil, which I have used in cooking before, so that didn't have a taste to it. So I'm just trying to, I would like to have some, you know, flavored coffee drinks. I just don't want that nasty aftertaste. So anyway, this morning I've got my typical dark, got the double dark Williams Sonoma hot chocolate, which is not very sweet, and they put like a teaspoon in some of the salted caramel. So, and that was a good choice. That's good. So I can order these online. So I'm going to order the rose because, you know, although I'll support that particular coffee shop when they're there. I can't be waiting that long before I get another lavender rose latte. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to make my own. But anyway, they're called Many Hands, and they have like a coffee like food truck. So it's definitely the type of thing that if I were to see them, like if I have an event like that, I would definitely hire them because it's so worth it. Those drinks are so amazing. So anyway, guys, that's it for this morning. Chat at the coffee machine. So let's head on outside and see what I done yesterday. Okay, guys. So I'm outside. We have gotten rain the past 2 days. I'm so excited because everything has really needed it. Do you guys see that purple aster? I gotta dig this out. As a matter of fact, I think I'm actually gonna put it in the rose garden. But anyway, let me show you what I did this weekend because I'm very proud of myself. This weekend did not go like planned with my car issues, but you know, on the other hand, I got some work done in the garden. So here we go. Okay, y'all, here we go. So we're all nice and mulched. The little boxwood, they're popping more because it's rained and the mulch is a lot darker. But I took it all the way over there. Let me climb in this bed. There's a lot of sunburn to the Japanese anemones. I may cut that back. I mean, I think it's not like it's going to do anything. But guys, look at that. The roses, though, they're starting to flush out. I need to get some Bear Advance to spray that. That is Lagerfeld, if I remember correctly. This is Sunbelt Plum Perfect. And down here is the Blue Girl, and that's starting to put on some growth. So anyway, I'm very proud of myself for getting all that accomplished. So one section down, several more to go. So let me take a picture of this to post on the gram. Oh, and you know, guys, this white string thing right here, this is a mister. In an earlier video, I said that I had seen one at Walmart. I did get it. It really does work. It does not work at cooler temperatures because of just how evaporation works. But at hotter temperatures, oh my goodness, when I turned that on and that mist started blowing out on Saturday because it was much hotter then, I could feel the temperature difference. So I want to get like a arbor to go over here, and then I want to put that across the arbor. So the way the mister works is that basically when water's it's mist and it's gonna like evaporate, it requires energy. And so apparently the water can absorb the energy from heat, like ambient heat. And that's what makes it work. So because it's absorbing the energy in the surrounding area, that's what's making it cooler. So it really did work. So I'm going to go back to Walmart because from what I remember, they have a lot of them. And at this point, they're in the clearance. So I'm going to get as many of them as I can and just put them and just have them so that, especially if I'm in a section of garden where I'm doing like working a project, I can have that because quite frankly, that's what makes it hard to work and I don't get anything accomplished because I'm too hot. But they said, I think the way that works is when it starts absorbing the temperature, and I actually did some research online, and it was like, it'll like make this temperature drop by like 20 to 30 degrees. So, I mean, it was significantly cooler. And as a matter of fact, when I was near, it was like, ooh, it actually kind of felt chilly. So once again, let me turn the camera around and go over the plants that I have in here again. Okay, guys, so in the front, these purple things, this is called Blue Lightsaber Veronica. So that's going to get between 24 to 48 inches. And it's pretty narrow. I think it's only gets like 12 to 15 inches wide. Then behind that right now, we've got the September Charm Japanese anemone. That'll get about 24 to 48 inches wide and about 4 feet tall. I have some of that. And then, of course, those little sticks right there, is Blue Girl. That right there is a quick fire hydrangea. And then those over there is Lagerfelds. And then I've got the two Long Island pink camellias. And that's all I have. Oh, and of course, I got the boxwood. And for right now, that's all I've got in here. So I definitely want to add some bulbs, like spring planting bulbs in here. Spring blooming bulbs in here, like tulips or whatnot. I just haven't gotten that far yet. And I have 4 more roses coming. 2 are more Sunbelt Plum Perfect, excuse me. And so those are going to go between like in this area right here and right there. And then the Arbor Rose Quicksilver is going to go in this area because it's going to get about 5 feet wide and it's like 7 feet tall. I'm going to put that on with an obelisk, excuse me. And on this side, I'm going to put the other one over in that area because I have to move these over. So on this right here is going to get moved over here, and then I'm going to shift that one over. And so, yeah. So in this particular bed, I started setting things up, and then it started raining, so I left. So this right here is a Veronica, and this one is called Light Sober Purple. Now, I don't know if you can probably see it a little bit, but I guess this particular brand had a whole Star Wars theme going. So this one, if you can see the Skywalker in the background, this one has more pink to it. So what I'm going to do, the dimensions on it are still the same as that though. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put these around that Japanese willow. And this is going to bloom kind of like pink and white, and then this will come later. And then I'm going to put some, purple, I've got space. First off, there's that purple rhododendron, so that's going to bloom purple. And then I'm going to have some other purple flowers and roses here. Actually, you know what? When I dig out those things, those asters, I could definitely put them in here. I'll just have to make sure I get a sizable rose. But first of all, I'm going to take all that stuff out. So, yeah, plenty of work to do in this section. And then here, what I'm going to do is I have some hostas. And I don't think they're all the same variety. One is called Wide Brim Hosta, and the other one's called Minuteman, I think. The colors, I think, are slightly different, but I mean, it's similar enough. I think it'll be fine. But I have the pots planted where I want them, and then in front of them, I've got some Pocahontas Japanese anemone. I was gonna do 4, but you know what? I'm gonna need to get another one, and I know who has it. I'll have to go to a Living Earth. He has them, so I'll get one more Pocahontas. That's what there. But I can start mulching this section in. And of course, that right there is the Coco Loco Rose. And as you can see, it's starting to flush out. So, and then once it dries out, I'm going to cut some more of this back and get it down and rake that out and get it low. And I'm going to put cardboard down, like thick layers of cardboard to make sure that it doesn't come back. So, once I start mulching this is going to look good. And then, of course, I've got the little boxwoods planted here. And so I can actually start taking that section back and adding some roses. So, everything's coming along. So, tonight I'm going to work on this section right here. And actually, I need to bring a trash can over here so I can start cleaning. And you know what? Actually, because of the amount of rain we got, I'm thinking maybe I'll start digging in the ground so I can put the black edging in around this section. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do both. We'll see how this all goes. But anyway, I'm really excited because I feel like everything is starting to come together. And that's like the best part of any gardening project. So anyway, that is it for this morning, guys. So I got to go walk the dog. I don't know if I'm going to get too much done. You know, I might just take a break this morning and then come back this evening because I'm really sore after doing all of this this weekend. So I will see you guys later.